So now let us look at what is a ripple carry adder. So till now we have discussed what is a full adder, we discussed what is a half adder. Now we need to discuss what is a ripple carry adder, and after we cover the sequential circuits, we are going to discuss what is a sequential adder, right? So, or you can say serial adder. So here we are going to do what is a ripple carry adder. Ripple carry adder. Ripple carry adder. So what is the difference? See, when you are studying the half adder, when you studied the half adder means you are adding 2 bits. Means you are adding 2 bits of information. Adding 2 bits of information. For example, you can add 0 and 1. The sum is 1 and the carry is 0, right? In the same way, you can add 1 and 0. The sum is 1 and the carry is 0. You can add 0 and 0. The sum is 0 and the carry is 0. You can add 1 and 1, the sum is 0 and the carry is 1. When you studied the full adder, that means you are adding 3 bits of information. Adding 3 bits of information. Okay. For example, you can add 0, 0, 1, where the sum is 1 and the carry is 0. Okay, but when I am studying the ripple carry adder, that means you are adding some sequence of bits. For example, you may want to add 1101 with 1110, right? You may want to add these 2 bits. Now here what the problem is, they are dependent on each other. For example, what do I mean to say by the dependency? If you add 1 and 0, then the sum is 1 and the carry is 0. That means that carry, whatever carry you are going to generate, you are going to give that carry as input here. If you are at 0 and 1, then the sum is 1 and the carry is 0, and then carry will be here. If you add 1 and 1, then the sum is 0 and the carry is 1. If you add 1 and 1, then the sum is 1 and the carry is 1. Right, so this is the sum of these two and we get 1 as a carry. In the same way, assume if you want to add 1, 1, 1, 1, we have 0, 1, 1, 1 and 0. We have 1, 1, 1, 1, 0 and 0. We want to add these 2 sequences. Now if you want to add these 2 sequences, then 0 plus 0 is 0, 0 plus 0 is 0, and the carry which you are going to get, that is also 0. 0 plus 1 plus 1 plus 0 is 1, and the carry you are going to get is 0. 0 plus 2 times 1, that is 0, and the carry which you are going to get from here is 1. If you add 1 plus 1 plus 1, then the sum is 1 and the carry is 1. Again 1 plus 1 plus 1, the sum is 1 and the carry is 1. 1 plus 0 plus 1, the sum is 0 and the carry is 1. So this is the sum, and this is the carry. Right, so that means if you are adding some 2 sequences, then you may be generating some carries. Now think about how can we implement this. So before that, let us see, if you are having 2 sequences, assume the first sequence is A0, like this. First sequence is A0, A1, A2, A3. Second sequence is B0, B1, B2 and B3. Where these sequences, this is A0 is representing this digit, A1 is representing this digit, A2 is representing this digit. That means we are representing them with digits. Now if you add A0 and B0, initially the carry is 0, but assuming I am denoting that carry by C0. I am denoting that carry by C0. And initially I know the carry is 0. So if you add C0 with A0 and B0, then the sum you are going to get is S0, and there will be a carry which will be C1. If you add C1, A1 and B1, then the sum you are going to get is S1, and the carry which will be generated is C2. If you are adding C2, A2 and B2, then the sum will be S2 and the carry which you are going to generate is C3. If you are going to add C3, A3 and B3, then the sum will be S3 and the carry which you are going to generate is C4. Okay, so this is the complete term which we are going to get, where this is denoting the sum, these digits are denoting the sum, and this is denoting the carry which you are going to get. Right, now clearly you can see here we may need to add 3 bits of information. For example, here we are adding initially we are adding 2 bits of information, but because we are generating a carry from this and that carry is 0, now we are adding 3 bits of information. So either you can implement this first one by a half adder, or better is you can use a full adder to implement all these. So how can we use a full adder? See, it is very clear. Initially you are going to use a full adder. Assume we want to add we are having 4 bit sequences. For example, here A0, A1, A2, A3, these are 4 bit sequences, right? So if you want to add 4 bit sequences, then you are going to use a full adder. Now this full adder is going to take a carry as input. So initially the carry which you are going to take is C0. It is going to take both the bits. Assume it is A0 and B0. Initially I know what is the value of carry, it is 0. Then it is going to give you S0, that is the sum, and then it is going to give you what is the carry, which is C1. So we can represent as full adder by this block diagram. Now we are going to use one more full adder. In this full adder we are going to take A1 and B1 as input. We are going to get S1 as sum, and then we are going to get C2 as carry. Again we are going to use one more full adder. This is a full adder. Now this full adder is going to take A2 and B2 as input. It is going to generate S2 as sum. It is going to get C3 as carry. Again we will use one more full adder. This is a full adder. Now this full adder, again it is going to take A3 and B3 as input. It is going to give S3 as sum, and it is going to give C4 as carry. Initially you can easily implement this serial adder like this, but what is the problem with this circuit is, if for example this circuit is going to generate a delay, you already know that whenever we are going to use these logic gates, they will be generating some kind of delay. What do I mean to say delay is, for example, we are going to use a NOT gate like this. For example, if we use a NOT gate like this, now in this NOT gate, if there are some voltages as input, then you are going to get the output voltage after some delay. Maybe that can delay be the delay can be 10 nanoseconds or 5 nanoseconds or 20 nanoseconds and so on. So they can generate some kind of delay. In the same way, for example, if we have this full adder and I know what is the delay produced by one full adder. Assume the first full adder is producing X nanoseconds as delay. Then every full adder is assuming producing X nanoseconds as delay. Then if you are giving these bits of information to this, then the first full adder is going to give the carry to the second full adder after a delay of X nanosecond. The second full adder is going to give the carry to the third full adder after a delay of X nanoseconds. The third full adder is going to give a carry to fourth full adder after a delay of X nanoseconds. Again it is going to give the carry after a delay of X nanosecond. Now if we have a total n full adders, assuming we are going to use n full adders, then the total delay which we are going to get is equal to, total delay will be X into n nanoseconds. Right, that means there is a dependency between all these full adders. There will be a dependency. But the problem is, with this dependency, there will be a delay in the circuit, and that delay we need to again normalize this delay with the other circuit, and that becomes very complicated. So better way is, can you design a circuit where all these additions will not be dependent on the previous sum. All these additions will not be dependent on the previous full adder. For example, here this full adder is actually dependent on the first one. this full adder is dependent on this one and this is dependent on this one, therefore this full adder is dependent on two full adders. Again, this full adder is dependent on these three full adders, because if they will produce a carry, and by performing some calculation, then only this full adder is going to know that there was a carry from the previous full adder, right? So we want to minimize this one. So to minimize this one, we need to first of all identify what is the problem. We know what is the problem. Now can you remove that particular problem? Let us see how can we remove that particular problem. We are going to use something called as generating functions, and we will see afterwards. Okay, so let us try to analyze the problem, let us try to remove the problem. Okay.